starting from the rubble of the most tragic and costly 14 years of the war. I congratulate the 55th legislature, which has just been sworn in. Our Constitution provides for three branches, independent, coordinated branches of government. I like to emphasize the word coordinate. These lines working together cooperatively toward a common objective of service to the Liberian people. We want to relieve the energies of our people, their destiny into their hands. We must rectify the flaws in our present Constitution to address the devolution of power and other pressing issues. I look forward to working with the members of the legislature individually and collectively to advance our people's agenda. I applaud people of Liberia who voted in their numbers for change. Not only did Liberian vote for change, but they protected their votes, a phenomenon not to be taken lightly. Including the hardest it was message to us. No more business as usual. Practice the rule of law and adhere to the tenets of democratic governance in the interest of the people. This historic vote by the people has given me the mandate to serve 26th President of the Republic of Liberia. The mandate makes me the President of all Liberians within our territorial confines. At the intersection of Liberia, this was a country founded in the 19th century on the idea of liberty. It was conceived as an experiment city on the hill on an African continent. The small group of founding fathers even advocated a vision
one lefty.
of the Liberian society.
No way. Yeah. Oh no.
Struggle with democracy.
Yeah, it's in the
Il va faire billet à la fin. Un milliard,
and inflicted near total self-destruction on our country. We cannot thank enough the African countries whose citizens made the ultimate sacrifice to save us from ourselves. We will forever remember the peace we have today come at a great price to many. Thousands of our people fled safety all over the country and were welcomed with open arms. Now many of our young people realize they were Africans first and foremost. They appreciate the African heritage as they travel freely along the continent in search of a trade and opportunity. They no longer have to look only across the ocean, but can also look exposed. Several thousands also fled across seas. An international community eventually mounted one of the largest peacekeeping operations for the country at the time. Our forefathers never contemplated a time when Liberians would be forced to flee their country in such a mass movement. We thank the world for their extraordinary intervention. At the time of Liberia's founding, almost the entire world was ruled by chieftains and kingdoms. The great African kingdoms, great civilization, fell to the cruel swords and guns of colonialism. The country was able skillfully to navigate this century of survival. It entered into treaties of friendship and commerce, major powers of the world. In spite of internal flaws, Liberia has punched above its weight the national vision. It has successfully discharged the responsibilities the leave history imposed on it as the oldest independent African republic. For the first 50 years of its founding, Liberia elected 9 presidents of African American descent. The country reached even deeper to African diaspora in the 20th century to elect 2 presidents whose families came from the Barbados, the West Indies. Our people also elected a president whose roots were Australia and Nigeria. Many of our prominent politicians, jurists, journalists, clergymen, economists, and private citizens have been immigrants from the neighboring countries, other African countries, and the West Indies. Our country has further endeavors to accommodate the establishment of whole communities of diaspora Africans, the Marcus Garvey movement, African Americans, Black Israelis from America. We have proven our credentials as a responsible member of the community of nations. We were present at the creation of international organizations and institutions that underpin our. We have provided financial and material support to African liberation struggle. Your vote in 2023 election reflects our country's long and arduous struggle for democracy. We have evolved into a democracy station. We would include inclusive governance as our watch. We can now begin to build Liberia into solid bridge across the continent was regionally envisioned to be. During the last just ended political campaign, the state of the nation was laid bare. Many words were spoken. Angry words were spoken. The experts recovered for us cogent analysis of our national condition. But we come with false assurances to no one. Our plan to fix the ills we are inheriting must go together with realistic expectations. We will act in the first 100 days of our administration and then diligently pursue the rescue. I began my request for the President getting false start, building full foundations. We were deepening our differences creating new social line, inclusive and accountable governance was at all times low. We created a culture of unfinished business, engaged in an act of undertakings, making the behavior new, more normal as on a national pathway. I have come to remind us that though the accident of the birth has made us diverse people, we must employ citizenship, our Liberian citizenship, to make us united people, for only united people can build a nation. And where do we plan to take Liberia in the next 6 years? We must refocus our political energy. Is that Liberians from all walks of life and have a chance to engage the national conversation about our past, present, our future prospects. We learn together what is wrong with our country and hopefully what is right. Well, Liberia, let us take the state, mind the business of national healing and reconciliation, both the old and the new, emerging social privileges. Let us restore inclusivity, transparency, accountability to governance at all levels of our society. We must restore dignity and integrity to publishers.
Thank you.